Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time. I've missed you. I hope you felt the same. Today we're going to talk about battery power, and specifically for Stella and most CVO bikes. Several months ago, I realized that my AGM battery, the stock battery that came with Stella, was starting to die out. Actually, it was right before the holidays, before the turn of the year. The battery was starting to die out. It was less than 2 years old, and continuously it needed to be charged much sooner than what a normal stock battery had been in the past on previous bikes. This did not last quite 2 years, so I said to myself, let me go ahead and try to get an upgrade. And at the time, lithium batteries were the hottest thing on the market for bikes. I bought into that and was able to buy a Harley Lithium Life battery. Now, there is nothing wrong with this battery. As a matter of fact, this battery is probably sufficient for most Harley Davidson stock bikes, not necessarily for the electronic components and equipment that's listed on a CVO. But some of the benefits of it is that your stock battery is going to be about 24, 25 pounds, give or take. This Lithium Life battery weighs in at approximately about 7 pounds, much lighter. Look at that. You cannot do that with a regular AGM or the stock battery, acid battery that comes with your Harley Davidson, your modern Harley Davidson bike. So the problem with this battery is that the cranking amps is not sufficient to hold for Stella. It only has somewhere between 400 to 600 cranking amps, and normally that would be ideal for most bikes. However, with the CVO and the electronic components on there, and you know I have plenty of lights from Custom Dynamics. Now, LED lights don't normally draw that much power, but I do also have my heating gear components on there, the LED lights, and just the general components that come with a CVO in general. So I went with the next best thing. But let me tell you how I got to that, how I came to that conclusion. Full disclosure, I was looking for what would be the best battery that, for my money, that I could put on Stella that would actually have enough cranking amps, have enough power, and I wouldn't have to worry about always having to keep it on a charger. Now, we all know that most lithium batteries for a bike, you have to keep on a charger anyway. The problem is with the Lithium Life battery from Harley, it has to continually stay on a charger. It doesn't keep enough reserve power in there, so if you don't have a charger available, it seems to cough and hiccup before it actually starts. Now, it has started. So far, it has not gone to the point where it does not start. The problem I had was a few months ago, I came back from a trip. I did not plug in the charger to the battery. If any of you have an alarm on your bike, or you have a CVO that has an alarm on your bike, you know that if the power gets lost, the bike recognizes it as, I don't know, a defense mechanism, and the alarm goes off. And the alarm stays on for a minimum of 5 minutes at a time. Let me tell you something. If you've heard that sound, it is ear-wrenching. So after the 5 minutes, I tried to find the power, and over time, I kept trying to charge the battery. So after about 4 or 5 different times, the alarm going off and getting the battery charged up, I finally was able to get enough charge to the battery to pull the charge, take it out for a ride, and stop all that madness with the alarm. I didn't want to have to go through that again. So after watching Tall's video he was over at Volunteer Audio there in Tennessee, I decided to look into what batteries they had available. And what I was looking at was the Titan8. Let me show you. This is one of the new brands of lithium batteries from XS that is available at Volunteer Audio. And no, they're not sponsoring this video. I reached out to them to purchase this battery, and that was pretty much all that happened. So, but I want to say that I've looked up the specs on this. I've done some research, YouTube, other manufacturers, and other websites, and reviews of this battery, and so far it has exactly what I need for the sufficient power, the cold cranking amps, the cranking amps, and some reserve power necessary for a CVO or any other bike that has updated electronic equipment on there, such as high-powered audio. So I'm going to install this. Oops, I almost dropped it. I'm going to install this. Now, you probably saw this is a little bit heavier. It has a little bit more innards in it. I couldn't tell you all the information about it, but I'll give you the link here where you can find the information out. but it's still a 12-volt battery. It's built for these modern bikes, and it's built specifically for bikes that are needing to draw more power and to keep those in reserve. So we're going to install this. It weighs in a little bit more than the lithium life battery from Harley. I want to say, with my limited scientific knowledge, it's about 10 pounds, almost 10, 11 pounds, give or take. I'll put that information down below. However, we're going to put this in there. Oh, let me show you here. Instead of having 2 posts, it's got 4. It's got 2 positive, 2 negatives. So that will help tremendously. I can put the main power on one positive and negative post, and put my auxiliary powers in the back or in the front. You know what? The options are limitless, and we're going to try this today, okay? So stand by. I've already taken the battery out, as you can see. And I'm going to put this battery in, and I'll show you, and we'll go ahead and do some testing with that as well, all right? Stand by. Now that I have installed the Titan8 into Stella, we're going to do a test to make sure that those cold cranking amps are staying true. Now, it should start right up without the hiccup of the other lithium life battery that I had previously. So, cross your fingers. Voila. So, exactly as planned. So the battery did come fully charged from Volunteer RDO, and they had a sticker on there that said just that. I still will need to plug it in from time to time, especially if I'm not riding it, with the trickle charger. Now, the beauty of this battery is that it doesn't necessarily need a specific lithium charger. And the owner will explain all that. It does not need a specific lithium charger as the other lithium life batteries, including the HD lithium life battery. So you can use any charger to charge the Titan8 battery. However, I do have my 5-volt battery, or my 5-volt charger, that I will use on this, and I will keep it on the lithium setting just because it's already there. So when I plug it in, I'll keep it on there whenever I'm not riding my bike, or when I'm not riding it for long periods of time. The beauty of this battery is I should not have to go just 1 day or 2 days. I could probably go a little bit longer, as with the lithium life battery from HD, I could only go 1 or 2 days before I started getting that hiccup, and sometimes just 1 day. So again, for a CVO or for any other bikes that have upgraded audio, updated electronics, or anything in that like, I'm recommending to you to buy the Titan8. I will leave the links below. Tell me what you think. And again, welcome back. I'm back. Peace. Love on 2 wheels.